Hey, trying to get an early start. There's so many people down at this campsite now. It's so crazy. When I got here, there was no one. I set up, made dinner, took a bath, put away all my stuff, and then all of a sudden people showed up. All the thru hikers are showing up. So there's 10 people in this campsite. When just before bed I was the only one. So now I feel weird about waking everybody up and being obnoxious. I'm trying to be quiet.
Good morning. We have a beautiful sunrise about to happen. And we are setting off early. It's just about 6. So we had that beautiful spot on the river last night and had it to ourselves for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, right just before sundown or right after sundown, we had group after group of different thru hikers showing up and just taking it over, which is fine. I mean, it was a great campsite and it accommodated a lot of people, but it's kind of funny. I was not expecting that. I mean, I'd been bathing in the river naked a half hour before everybody started showing up, so I'm glad the timing worked out. But Scout barked at everybody that showed up. He was not happy to have visitors to his home. So now, after a while, he figured it out and he adjusted. But I thought we'd get an early start and get out of there before everybody was up, and I didn't want to mess with them too much. So we've got a beautiful morning. It is warm. I mean, for 6 in the morning, it's warm. But we've got a long hike ahead of us. Looks like we start ascending a lot of elevation. The map shows that if we do the full 20 miles today, we will gain over a mile of elevation, over 5,000 feet. So I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if my legs are up to that. So we're just gonna play it by ear and see how it goes. I'm not gonna kill myself trying to get the mileage, although I would like to stay on target. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, yesterday I think having that afternoon rest, a little nap and recharge worked pretty well. So we might try that again. We'll talk to you soon though. Okay, so I think this is too cute. I gotta share with you. This is how Scouty hikes the whole time. And you see, right there. I don't think he could get closer to my heels if he tried. I never do kick him on as I take a step, but almost feels like I'm going to every single time. He is right on me. Doesn't want to get away. So that's made easy. Man, look at that sky. Hi, buddy. Still just cruising along this beautiful valley. Haven't started the real climb yet, but it has just been a treat this morning. Gone about 3 miles, just along this river, the Elk River. And it's a pretty one. Feels like it's gonna be hot for sure. We stopped here at the Seed House trailhead. This is in the by Big Agnes, Mount Zirkle Wilderness, to have some breakfast. And luckily they got a toilet, so figured I would use that while I was here. But a good little stop. It is probably a little after 8 now, and we'll get on our way. Little overlook point here. We start our ascent
Probably gained about 500 feet. Only 4,500 more to go. But it is, I think that's where we're headed, is over there. But here's where we came from. Back down there. Okay, just one more thing about this. We are on a ridge across the valley from that. That is Lost Ranger Peak. And we're gonna camp just the other side of the valley from that. And then we'll be up on top of Lost Ranger Peak probably tomorrow morning. So that is where we're headed. All right, here we are. Re-entering the Mount Zikel Wilderness and getting ready for a climb. It looks like the elevation just starts kind of going nuts from here for the next 10 miles. I think we gain, well, I don't know how much. It's a lot. Yay, this might be fun. Hoping to do this without getting soaked. Started getting blisters from having feet that were too wet for too long. Let's see if there's a way we can get around this without getting wet. Just more cool scenery. Obviously there's a fire up here. There was a blowdown, I guess about 20 years ago. It took out the whole forest. And then fire on top of it, so there's not much left up here. Here's a pretty little lake on our way up. It is awful nice up here. Just finished a big hill climb, so I'm a little bit out of breath. I can't see it real well. There's just a field full of these little purple flowers. Pretty cute. We got a happy puppy. So I think that in the background is Lost Ranger Peak. Pretty sure it is. It looks a lot less formidable from over here. It's quite pretty impressive coming the other direction. Gonna let him play in snow a little bit and then we'll get up to the top of that. Okay, so way off in the distance back there is Elk Mountain, pretty close to where we started. See, we made a little bit of progress. So we are getting ready to go up that one. And then there's a lake up. Well, we are on this climb. This is a steep trail. This is not the easiest. But I think it only stays this steep for another mile or so. It's pretty though. Beautiful wildflowers. That's pretty awesome. I think got the big Agnes back in the background. Making our way here. It's gorgeous. getting better. Oh, sorry I was boring, but there. Something from up here. Keep improving. It is stunning up here. I feel like you can see forever. And the hill continues. Alright, up here. Just got to talk to Casey. It was awesome. I don't know why we have phone service up here, but got up on top of this ridge and got good service. And so we are crossing this ridge for a while, but it's pretty cool. A little windy, but it is gorgeous up here. Let's see if we can get around here a little bit so you can see that. Yeah, I mean, really, just spectacular up here. I think we're up about 12,000 feet here. Pretty spectacular. You can see the trail straight ahead. Up that ridge and over. Whew! It is windy. I don't know if you can hear that, but man, it is very, very windy. Pretty nice up here. Nice views anyway. I'm hoping that storm right there will come straight to where I am now in about 2 hours. So that I'm well gone. We'll see. Some more shots from up here on the ridge. These little lakes. That's where I thought I'd originally camp, but I don't know, my legs are feeling good, so I think we might go a little further. I think we've gotten in just over 20 today. So I think the lake I'm got in my sights is about another 5.5, 6 miles. So I think we might aim for that. I think we're gonna miss that storm. Looks like it's kind of dissipating and going away. I think we're past it. Feels good. Still more uphill. It's a lot gentler now, but you feel it. Just more of the Mount Circle wilderness. It is beautiful out there. I know this camera sucks, it doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty. All these little mountain lakes. Alright, I wanted to get a shot of this lake across the valley here that is called, it's called Luna Lake. Looks like a big, pretty lake. But in honor of Scouty's cousin, I had to get a picture of that. You see Scouty laying there in the water, trying to cool off. He's no dummy. Anytime we get close to water, he knows that is how to cool down. Alright, we are still cruising along this top of this mountain. Kind of little ups and downs. We are trying to make a lake that's about 3 miles from here. Hopefully before it's dark. I'm starting to get tired now, but committed, because there is not water between here and the lake, so we gotta get those miles in. Just a quick look back on where we've been. Back over there, back down that direction. Pretty cool over here. I don't know if this is a ledge or what, but it looks steep. Oh man. Check it out. That little lake down there. Oh boy. That just goes on. All right, we are eating in the tent tonight. It is beautiful out, but this spot has so many mosquitoes, like I couldn't stop for 1 second. So we've kind of sequestered ourselves here in the tent. I think the mosquitoes are calming down now that the sun's going down. So maybe we'll get back out here in a minute. But it was a great day. I'm really tired. It was over 6,000 feet of elevation gain and like 24 miles. I was kind of hoping to make it a marathon, go 26, but 24 was enough. I'm beat. Good night. Wow, what a night. So this little lake is just below our campsite, and we're getting a show. Beautiful. You can hear those frogs over there. They're going nuts. It is really peaceful. And as breeze is blowing a little bit, getting mosquitoes to go away, because they are intense. But what a night. So I don't know if you can hear it, but those frogs are croaking so loud. You know, I'm probably 300 feet up the hill, and it's like perfect white noise machine. Hopefully you can hear it a little bit.